Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kakadash, right? Brother Justin here with another quick lesson, right? Strong Shalom to all the mighty Akims on all four corners of the earth. That's, pushing this truth, putting their boots to the pavement, edifying the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Strong Shalom to all the mighty sisters that's in this thing, actually reverencing their husbands, right? Being pillars of rest, being teachers of good things. Strong shalom to all the unmarried sisters that's in this thing, right? They're still keeping the commandments to the best of their ability. Strong shalom to all the mighty children that's in this thing, enduring, avoiding rather peer pressure, right? And seducing spirits, keeping the law, statutes, and commandments as well. So this lesson is going to be talking to the sisters, right? We're going to see if feminism, which is something that's propagated very heavy in this society, because this society is circling the drain, all right? If you're just paying attention, right, being a watchman or a watchwoman, you can just tell, man, this place is circling the drain, and there is this incessant need for both genders to rise up against each other. Why is that? It's because neither gender know their roles, okay? Particularly our nation, the nation of Israel, okay? So we're going to see if feminism is something that's of the Lord. Feminism is basically this, Israel. When the woman thinks that she's equal unto you, or the woman thinks that she is above you, okay? That's the ideology that's attached to feminism. So let's see what the scriptures say, okay? Start off with the book of Romans. All right, Salaki. The book of Romans, chapter 3, and verse number 4. Yahweh forbid, ye, let God Yahweh be true, but every man a liar, as it is written, right? But I don't have to read on down, but point being is we let the Lord, the Most High God, through His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, we let this holy word be true. We're not going to go through the precepts of men, what's being propagated in the world, all right? Man will tell you anything, okay? Let's go to the classic. I'm sure all y'all know this, but we have to do this lesson just to remind sisters. I mean, not just trying, not trying to get on the sisters, but sometimes sisters, they have to understand how the Lord feels about feminism, all right? It's the book of 1 Corinthians 11 and verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is the Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Christ is Yahweh. All right? Let me read it again. 1 Corinthians 11 and 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is the Hamashiach Malach Yahweh Shai, and the head of the woman is the man. And that's plain, man. That's plain. And sisters that may come into this knowledge, later in life, which majority of the very few sisters who do, that's usually their case. I know that's very difficult for them to have to grasp, but the man is the head of the woman. All right. Now, if he's a man of wisdom, he's not going to be dealing out of order or being tyrannical. You understand? He's going to love and honor his wife and be willing to die for his wife like Christ did the what? The church, that being a nation of Israel. Okay? So I'm going to give 1 Corinthians 11 and 3 one more time. This is 1 Corinthians 11 and 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is the Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Christ is God. so that the head of every woman is the man. That's just the bottom line of it. These agendas, right, in this society is all Luciferian, man. It's all on the left hand side, and it's not of the Lord. That's why the scriptures tell us to, be not of the world, and renew our minds in these scriptures. Okay, let's go to the book of Genesis. Once again, the title of this lesson, or what it's basically talking about, is Feminism Biblical. Right? It's Feminism Biblical. It's the book of Genesis, chapter 3, and verse number 16. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception in sorrow. Thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire, shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. Now, sisters, the sisters who may stumble across this video, look, we're reading out of the Holy Bible, okay? We're reading out of the Bible. These are not my words. Feminism, the Lord is not dealing with that. You sisters that come into this truth, and you're fortunate to meet a man of the Lord, you have to renew your mind of all the things you were taught in the world, all that garbage, that nonsensical rhetoric that was spewed upon you. And I know it may be difficult for you to have to rid that demon off of you, okay? 'Cause that's what it is. To think that you are above a man or equal unto a man, that's a demon. All right? You may not like hearing it. Hey, it is what it is. All right? Read it again. Genesis 3 and 16. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception in sorrow. Thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. So the man is supposed to rule over his woman in righteousness. In righteousness. He's supposed to accumulate knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and impart it upon his wife, and the wife teach the children, like it speaks on in the book of Titus. All right? But that's the order. All right? So no, the Lord's not dealing with feminism at all. And if any of you sisters that are in this knowledge, or in the quote unquote truth or whatever, and you carrying that mindset, you still carrying along that mindset, that's a deleterious way of thinking. That's a path to destruction. You're going to be destroyed with that type of mindset, sister. All right? Just being honest with you. Let's go to the book of 1 Peter. It's Feminism Biblical. It's Feminism Biblical. All right? This is the book of 1 Peter, chapter 3. Is it 3, Shalaki? The book of 1 Peter, chapter 3, and verse number 5. For after this manner in the old time, the holy women also who trusted in God adorned themselves, being in subjection unto their own husbands, even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, whose daughters ye are, as long as ye do well, and are not afraid with any amazement. Point being right here. Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel, and as being heirs together of the grace of life, that your prayers be not hindered. So the woman is the weaker vessel. And this is not a bash woman quick lesson. No, it's not that. But I have to make these videos just to, hey, put it on out there for sisters that may be new to this truth, and, You got to rid yourself from that feminism demon, all right? You're the weaker vessel. I'm not saying that you're weak in general, but you're the weaker vessel. You come from the man. It is what it is. I mean, it is what it is. So is feminism biblical? The answer is la'ah, Hebrew for no. Sisters, you have to rid yourself from that, okay? And if you're dealing with that demon, hop into a fast, pray, get with other mighty sisters that can give you wise counsel, okay? So with that, shalom, y'all keep the commandments and live. And it's about to be Feast of Tabernacles when the sun go down. So y'all enjoy y'all Feast of Tabernacles. Shalom.